There will never be another first graduating class. And there will never be another 100 graduating class. That's just one more reason why you are such a special group of graduates. Back in 1914, the big story was the start of World War I in Europe. In Washington, President Woodrow Wilson declared that the United States would remain neutral. We would choose not to take sides. We would choose not to get involved. And that was probably the right decision in 1914, but just a few years later, circumstances changed, and remaining neutral was no longer an option for the U.S. We had to act, choose a side, get involved. Graduates, tonight your circumstances have changed, and remaining neutral is no longer an option for you. You have to act. Here are 3 areas where you cannot be neutral, indifferent, uncommitted, or disinterested. When it comes to your work ethic, you can't be neutral. You may go to UK, ECTC, or Bellarmine. You may ship out to Fort Jackson or Fort Leavenworth, or you may go straight to work tomorrow. Whatever you do, I hope that you commit to work at it so hard that those around you are convinced that you are the hardest working person they know. There are no shortcuts. Hard work is the only thing that works. So work hard. When it comes to right and wrong, you can no longer remain neutral. Whether you find yourself 1,000 miles from home or still living at home, you will have many opportunities to have your character tested. I hope that you intentionally choose to do the right things, even when no one else is around, even when it is hard. Live your life so that when others think of fairness, of caring, of integrity, they think of you. That is the true measure of character. So do right. And when it comes to relationships, you can no longer remain neutral. I hope that you realize that your friends are worth more than your possessions. Your family is worth more than your bank account. And when you intentionally choose people over things, you will have people by your side to celebrate the great victories in life, and you'll have people there to support you through the tough valleys in life. So love people. Once the United States entered the war in April of 1917, it took just over a year before the war ended and the world was a safer place. It may take you a little longer than a year, but if you decide that you will not allow yourself to be neutral, that you will commit, really commit to these 3 areas: working hard, doing right, and loving people, I know that each of you will be highly successful. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pride to present to you the 100th graduating class of Meade County High School.
Some of them even throw their hats. Now they gotta find their hats. That's why when I graduate, I'm just gonna get like fishing line and like put it on my hat, so when I throw it, I can just like pull it back to me.
There's no sense in rushing.